guys, so for this little section of the video, I'm going to be talking about the past year 2021. How was it for me, and what changes it brought for me, and what actually happened during the year. So basically, in the starting of 2021, I was still in high school. I was in my year 12, and I absolutely had no idea what I was going to do. Like, I was so clueless. I guess I've never been more clueless in my entire life than in 2021. And I just didn't have any idea what to do, and my days were like just like this. Like, I'm just gonna put in pictures of videos like this side or this side, and it was literally the exact same, like how every day of mine would go. But one thing I never stopped doing was showing up, like just doing the bare minimum, because I thought it was better than doing nothing at all. And I was just trying so hard to like do something in my life that just get some miracle going on, which is not really gonna happen, but it did happen for me. So I'm just gonna go like a little rundown of my year. So I was in high school, and my school started offline and not online, and I just didn't want to go to school because I had my YouTube channel. And as much as I'm proud of my YouTube channel, not everyone I knew was supportive, and the fact that I got so much of hate from people I knew than from strangers, that it was kind of insane for me. So I had to like deactivate my Instagram account for 4 months because I just couldn't take it anymore. It was like too much going on at the same time. I remember I deactivated my account on Jan 1st, and I activated again in like April or May, and I was just so scared. When I started my YouTube channel, it took me 2 months to upload my first video, and that was because I cared about what people were thinking about me and what people would actually think about my channel and about everything. But then after that, it just didn't matter. Like, I just loved posting videos. That I would just post videos because I like it, and not because like, oh, I should think about what this person will think about me or what the other person will think about me. They still kept thinking about me, not gonna lie. Like, they still like talk about my channel and stuff. Like, actually, like everyone talks about it, and nobody knows me by my name. They just know me, oh, she's the girl who has a YouTube channel. And that's kind of weird for me, because it's like just a little weird, because people just think that, oh, you're this weird person in the class who like nobody gets and who like has a YouTube channel and shit. But like, it's seriously because they don't have something better to talk about, and because they can't do something that you're doing. Like, if you want to open a YouTube channel, just do it. Like, literally just do it. I regret not opening a YouTube channel like 4-5 years ago. Like, literally, I wish I knew YouTube even existed 4-5 years ago, so that I could have uploaded a video, started my own channel. And like, people started talking, and it was kind of getting out of hand, and I just didn't like it. Like, people were saying, okay, we like your channel, the channel is good, but you just get that weird sensation in the behind of your head. Like, maybe they're lying, maybe they're just saying it on my face and like talking bad about it behind. But who cares? Literally, who cares? Like, nobody cares. And right now, I'm in a place where I can like post videos, film videos, do whatever I want, because I got into a college where all of this is accepted, all of this is like appreciated, and all of this is like spoken about, and like it's just so normal over here. Something that you are doing on your own, like you are putting in the effort, not like you're asking someone else to put in the effort. So that is different than asking other people to help you. It's really hard for me to film in front of people. Like, I'm still working on it, and I'm still trying my best to film as much as I can in front of other people at hotels and stuff like that. But it does get a little awkward for me, but it's like fine, it's okay. So for me, until like June, July, I was in school, and it was miserable for me. Like, I would be sad 24/7, like 24/7 I would be sad. And then I got into college, which was like so sudden for me, but I was so happy that I finally got into a good college, and like I don't have to take a gap year, because I was ready to take a gap year too. But I got in, and then my life just turned upside down. It was like, as soon as I got into college, I got friends. Like, friends just popped into my life, and I was like, whoa, this is my life. Like, this is so crazy, because 1 year ago I was so sad that I don't have any friends and blah 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 blah. But then I came in a spot where like I had so many friends, and everyone wants to hang out with me. And I was like, what is happening? Like, literally, this is like such a miracle come true, I feel. But then after my whole mindset changed, and I became like such a positive person. Like literally, I became one of the happiest people. Like my friends know, and it's so crazy because I was talking to my other friend the other day, and she's like, "You just had this like complete glow up. Your personality changed. Like I don't know which vibe way you've become, but you've become such a better version of the one that I knew." And like it's so crazy because even I like know that I changed completely. Like my whole personality is upside down, and I've like become such an open person right now and such a social person. I can literally go talk to anyone on this road, like literally to anyone. But if I was 1 year ago, I would be so like scared to even talk to a person I know. Literally, like even if we meet in a room and I would know you, I would not even come up to you. Like I'm that shy. But then in my college, suddenly everything changed. My whole life is like changed right now. It's so crazy. Like one day just changed everything for me, and I'm like such a happier person. And it's not like, okay, you need to get into college to change your life. No, it's not like that. You just need to get into that mindset. You just need to get into the mindset of that, okay, I am a good person. Okay, I can do this, I can do that. I'm like really social, like I'm outgoing. You need to change your mindset. And that's when I felt like everything started to come because one day before I got into college, my whole mindset changed. Like I was like, okay, I'm happy with whatever I have. And that's when everything started to come in for me. Like when I was not happy with everything, when I was so sad that I didn't have friends or anything, that time I didn't have friends. Like that time more and more of my friends were not there. But then when I started to accept that okay, I'm happy with whatever I have, I'm happy with just having two friends. Like so many people started to walk in, so many friends started to walk in. That just happened when my mindset changed, and that is what we should like all do. Like we should just change our mindset and just change how we think, how we perceive things, how we like react to the world and everything.
Now, for the actual part of how to actually achieve your goals, and these are just some tips on how you can achieve and set efficient goals. So, firstly, take a piece of paper and write down every goal that you have, like literally every single goal that you have in your mind. Just write down everything on a piece of paper.
Been a long time.
After writing everything, scratch it off. You might ask, why are you telling me to scratch it off? There's a reason behind it. So basically, whenever we set goals, we always be like, I want to be that person. I want to become fit. I want to read more books. Now you change it to I am. So I am the person who reads so many books. I am the person who goes to gym. I'm the person who eats healthy. Like when you change it to I am, that's when you bring a identity change, and that's when you actually start to believe that you are that person. So for example, if you're in a situation where you can take the stairs or the elevator and you're like, I'm a healthy person who cares about her fitness and I would take the stairs, and that's when the changes start to happen in real life. And this is a concept taken from Atomic Habits, a book which I highly recommend. It's changed my life in so many different ways. Next step is to prioritize. So once you've written all the goals that you have, now prioritize in terms of how much time you have and how much time you want to dedicate towards a goal. This mostly means 2 to 3 months, or how much of a time you want to give a specific goal. The next 2 points are taken from a YouTube video, and I'm going to link it down below. That video really helped me. And you just make these 4 boxes and then decide based on all of your goals which goals are most important to do right now and which are not. And the third point is to have a timeline, which is the same as prioritizing, but you just give a specific amount of time, like maybe 2 to 3 months or 6 months or a year or even 1 month, 10 days for any goals. And it depends on each and every separate goal that you have, and it gives a specific time limit to actually achieve those goals. You can also use ticks and clauses to see how you have reflected and how much you have improved in the past 1 year. Ticks are for when you have improved on yourself, and clauses are when you have not.
Guys, so I'm here for another part of this video. So I'm going to be talking about books that I've read and books that I'm going to be reading in 2022. So in 2021, I didn't read that many books, but I did read one good book, which was Atomic Habits. Like, I highly recommend literally anyone and everyone to read that book. That book is so fucking amazing. Also, like, can we like excuse me, I look so weird because I just had a shower and I just finished the movie. I just watched Don't Look Up, and that was such a good movie. Like, one of the best movies I've ever watched. Other books that I read were The Secret. I also read How to Win Friends and Influence People. I read How to Stop Worrying and Start Living. Like, I still have a lot of it left to read, which I'm going to be starting on Jan 1st. I read Ikigai. I have so many books. Like, I'm literally not even getting the name of one. But I'm gonna like just put in all the books that I wanna read over here. Like, I just love reading self-help books right now. Like, before it was like it's like non-fictional, so I don't like it. I used to read only fictional books. Right now also I have like more than 3 or 4 fictional books to read, and I'm gonna be reading those before starting all these books. But it's like reading is reading. Either you read self-help books or fiction. Like, I feel like I want to make a balance in my life with 3 or maybe 2 fictional books and 1 non-fictional self-help book, because it's kind of hard to stay consistent with reading self-help books, but they are really more beneficial than you think it is. Now I'm going to be talking about one of the most important parts of this video, and that is a vision board. A vision board is basically a group of pictures that shows your vision, that shows the dreams you have. Be it small, be it big, it just shows your dreams. And I love making a vision board, and this was the first time I actually made one. I don't have an actual footage of me making the vision board, but I just downloaded images from Pinterest. I have a whole board of it, which I'm going to link it down below so that you guys can use it too. And from that I selected pictures. I used a Canva sheet to make a document of the size of my laptop wallpaper so that I could put it in the background. And I just put all of the pictures that inspired me. So anything that inspires you, like maybe you want a building in New York City, you can put a picture of New York City and buildings of it, and like each picture should inspire you and motivate you to achieve your dreams and to like just motivate you in the starting of the day. I'm gonna print it out and stick it on top of my desk so that it can just motivate me every single day when I look through it, and just make me remember and make me like just relive my dream inside my head and just motivate myself, just get that thing going. So for this last part, I want to talk about manifestation and journaling, and how it has like affected my life and how it has made it so much more better. So I really believe in manifestation journaling. Like, I just feel like it's a way to just reaffirm to yourself that you can do anything and everything is possible. Just a way to like believe in yourself. So what I do is called scripting. I just write down my ideal day and how my day would go, and my ideal life. And like, for example, maybe you want an apartment when you're like in New York City or something. So you write down, I get up this morning feeling amazing, feeling great in my duplex apartment in New York City. The morning sky looking so pretty. I drink my coffee, I check my bank account, I have 6 figures, and I answer all my business emails. I get so many business emails, so many brand deals, and like you just put so much of stuff that you want to happen in your life in present tense, like you already have it. Just like reaffirm to yourself that after writing this sentence that yes, I do have it. And that's like something very confirming to yourself that you can do it. And it's like not like okay, you just do this and then you get the outcome. No, you have to do really hard work. And I'm gonna give examples of myself. So basically I have this journal for manifestation, and I just wrote on my ideal days and years. So for my college, it was not confirmed that I was going to go to this college, but I just knew that this is the only best option available for me. So I reaffirmed to myself that yes, I'm going to get there. I have like full days of journaling that I've written, and I've just written I'm so successful, I'm so grateful for everything I have. Like once you're grateful for everything you have, that's when everything starts to flow in for you, and that's what happened to me. And this book, as you can see, is like completely filled with all manifestation, shadow work. Shadow work is one more thing that I do. It's just answering questions like journal prompts to get to know more about yourself and to like just reflect monthly and weekly, daily reflection. Like I feel like that's really important nowadays, especially if you wanna like stay sane, you know. Literally, like that just has helped me so much to get to know about myself. Like, you can find so many out there. I'm gonna link some Instagram accounts, some YouTube videos if I can find them about the journal prompts. Like literally, I'm also gonna put few on the screen so you can pause this and take a screenshot of it and then answer these questions. These are the thing that I do is called creative visualization. So after I write on my ideal day, there's a meditation that I used to do, but I was just never able to finish it. So I would just like do it for 2 minutes and just imagine in my head the whole day of events and me just like being in the moment and just being grateful for everything I have. That's the most important thing, that is to be grateful for everything you have. Like once I did that, everything started flowing. Like I'm so grateful I had friends and this and like college and everything, and literally everything started to pour in for me. And I would just think that people who talk about gratefulness is like, yeah, they just talk it for no reason. But then it's actually like the thing that does actually happen. Points to make it 2022 amazing and like spectacular and like you have it all in control is to plan. Like I feel like planning has become such an important part of my life right now, and I feel it should be an important part of everyone's life, because the planning just gives you a particular structure on how you can achieve your goals and how you can do better daily. And I really follow that thing. It is to be 1% better every single day, because like life is nothing if you're just not doing better. Because 2 years ago I was just not doing better in any way. Like I was just not doing anything I wanted. It was like I'm just trying to get through each day miserably. So once I started to do 1% better, like show up and like actually do stuff with my whole heart in the present, that's when I started to achieve things. That's when I started to get things in my life. Few points would be to like get a side hustle to make your life more exciting. My side hustle is definitely gonna be my YouTube channel. Another point would be to have a proper routine, at least a morning and a night routine. So my morning routine is just getting up, brushing my teeth, washing my face, and changing my dress, arranging my bed, and then starting off my day with like breakfast, coffee, and stuff. It's like very small. I don't do like much stuff like okay, exercise and workout and all that shit. No, it's just simple, cut to the chase, like half an hour. That's it. And like I feel like we should all start with like smaller time and then move on to like bigger chunks of time to a morning and night routine. My night routine is just simple, like just changing into PJs and planning tomorrow and just checking what all the stuff I finished, probably watching something, having a cup of tea, and sleeping. Like that's my night routine. And I have like made this a habit to follow it every single day, my morning and night routine. And I feel like that just gives a structure to my day. And like even on Sundays, even on holidays, it's very weird for me to not follow my morning and night routine. These were all my points for how you can thrive and be the best version of yourself in 2022. I would love to know your point of view on how you would like to improve yourself in 2022, your New Year's resolution, anything you have to comment, anything you like in this video, literally anything, let me know in the comment section. And make sure to subscribe. I'm definitely gonna try to post more from this year. Like I want to post at least once a week. I'm definitely gonna try to stick to that. And I hope you guys enjoy this video. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!